Today, I've got a video for you all about whether I think soups and shakes are a good idea to help people move away from obesity, and whether medical inventions in terms of weight loss are a good idea. And it's coming up right now. Here in the UK, let me give you some background. Here in the UK, a news article, a news story has hit saying that the NHS, the National Health Service, are now going to start offering people who are fighting type 2 diabetes and obesity, they're going to start offering them a shakes and soup diet. So they are basically going to move people who are struggling with obesity, people who are struggling with diabetes, onto what is known as a very low calorie diet. Now, most clinical trials, when it comes down to a very low calorie diet, work around the 800 calories a day. If the doctors and those who are investigating the patients think that's what they need. There is some good science behind this. There's great research from Diabetes UK saying that this works and that it makes sense. But it's like anything. It works up until a point. Now, at the end of the day, the job of doctors, nurses, Diabetes UK, the job of those who are making these decisions is to keep people alive. Sometimes in the world, you need a plaster to stop a wound from bleeding. Yes, you also need to address the root causes, but sometimes we just need to put a band-aid on it to get it under control. It's called an intervention. And those who have these high BMIs who are being considered for this trial, that's exactly what the NHS are doing. They are intervening in order to save people's lives. And in no way, shape or form is that a bad thing. Yes, it's an extreme intervention. Yes, it's very low calorie. And yes, it is not a great idea to do it for a very long period of time. But as long as you're under doctor's watches and you feel safe when you're doing it, then why not? Why not give these people a chance to kickstart something that they've really struggled to kickstart, to help show them that this is a way out of the position that they've got themselves into. And then they will be coached very slowly but surely onto a more conventional type diet. And hopefully they can understand all of the rules of a calorie deficit, all of the rules of energy balance, all of the rules of what one of these conventional diets look like. And by doing that, they can then start to improve their diet. They can start to eat higher calorie foods without worrying so much about the weight and without worrying so much about their health. A big part of this is when you have a health condition, you worry about it. I have a heart condition. I've had something called pulmonary stenosis my entire life. And although it doesn't cause me any problems, when things within my system start to go a little bit wrong or a little bit awry or start to get a bit unwell or something doesn't feel right, it's almost like there's a magnifying glass on it. It's almost like I start overthinking it a little bit more. I start getting worried about it a little bit more. And I start stressing about it. Now, I'm fortunate. My heart condition isn't the topic of debate. It's not the topic of many YouTube videos done by a fitness professional. It's not blasted all over the news. And then also, it's not got a lot of divided opinion around it because of all the people who are out there saying, well, they just need to move a little bit more, eat a little bit less. And as we know, that is not a useful rhetoric to present these people with. So if I get stressed about my heart condition, if I get worried about my heart condition and it makes me overthink some of the things I do in my life. Now imagine if all day, every day, you had to live with that as well. You had to live with that to a degree that it was always in the media, that you were getting judged every time you walked down the road. No one can see my heart condition. Only those who know me and those who have watched this video know I have it. Only those who see me topless and see a scar running down my chest know I have it. But something like obesity, we can see that all day, every day. And then when people feel like they're on show, they get stressed, and that's going to add to the calorie intake that they experience each and every day. Interventions are important. In the same way AA recommend doing an alcohol drugs intervention on someone who you care about, you get their family around in a little circle and you tell them how their behavior is affecting them. This is no different, other than the fact it's not friends and family doing it, it's doctors and nurses, it's people who are designed, who are built, who are trained to save people's lives. And that, as I've said before, is not a bad thing to happen. I do have some concerns with this, and it mainly comes from the validation that this now might give people who don't need to go on a very low calorie diet to go on a very low calorie diet. There's lots of people out there who are very desperate to lose 2 stone, to get their BMI down a little bit. And if they see in the media all of the time that there's this diet, this soups and shakes diet, and people are losing loads of weight and all of this, then I'm worried that people who are feeling desperate for a solution to their problem, I worry that they're going to do something like this and cause extreme damage to their health. Listen to this bit very, very carefully. You only need a very low calorie diet if your doctor tells you so. Don't go buying them willy-nilly just because you want to create some quick fat loss. A lot of studies have shown that a very low calorie diet is very bad for people's health if it's not controlled in the right manner, if it's not kept under medical supervision. So don't just go and do it willy-nilly. 800 calories a day isn't enough for the majority of the population of people who want to lose weight. In fact, it's not even enough for people who have high BMIs that this particular program is targeting. But that's okay because they're not doing it forever and they're under medical supervision, so they will be safe. But if you're just in your house thinking I need to lose a few pounds and you think 800 calories a day is enough, it's not. Please don't get sucked into that rhetoric of this particular media story, because it's not going to help you. So much more goes into fat loss and weight loss than a lot of people really ever give it credit for. It's not just about the calorie deficit. It's not just about losing weight. It's not about, 4 or 5 pounds on the scale. It's about how you feel about yourself. It's about how much confidence you have. It's about your self-esteem. It's about your financial situation. It's about previous experience. It's about whether you have suffered abuse or not. The web that creates weight gain is really complex. And to just take a baseball bat and to smash it with 800 calories a day isn't going to fix anything. It's going to leave you more broken, and it's going to leave you more stressed, more worried, and essentially you're not going to be able to stick to it. So essentially it's going to feed into your constant self-talk of feeling like a failure every time you try a diet. So if your doctor is putting you on this, then great. You need it, give it a go, try it, and I really hope it helps you. I really do. If your doctor isn't, then don't be silly. Go and find my video about how to create a calorie deficit and do that, because that's what's going to really help you in the long term find success with weight loss. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit of a heavy topic, but I felt like it needed to be said, and I needed to get a video done too. Please don't forget, if you've enjoyed this, to hit the subscribe button. Also, please feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's @thegymstarter. And also, without a shadow of a doubt, I've got 2 videos coming up for you right here. This one is indeed how to create your calorie deficit. And this one is 5 awesome rules for fat loss life that you might find quite useful to do. Thanks for being here. Peace, love, and protein. High fives and positive vibes.